Hey guys and gals, today I'm going to be showing you just a quick tutorial on Dreamweaver. I'm going to go through the very bare bone basics, opening a file, closing a file, creating a new file, saving the file. I've run into many people who are just starting out on computers and maybe have a small business. They want to try to save some money, so they see all these videos on YouTube of how to create basic websites in design view with Dreamweaver to get something simple and basic. And they may have never really used a computer that much before and are just strictly going off these tutorials. So I thought I'd go through and cover some of the basics that some of the other guys won't, because they just assume that you already know how to open, close, save, and delete files, things like that. So when you first open up Dreamweaver, you're going to see that we have a nice little welcome screen here. You're not going to see any recent items unless you've worked in Dreamweaver and saved some files before. Create new is what you're most likely going to be using. We have our HTML, Cold Fusion, PHP. These are different languages that we can create skeleton pages in. So what we're going to do is create an HTML page because it doesn't require any server-side code. Let me get rid of this stupid message here. It doesn't require any server-side coding or anything like that, where you have to have a server on your computer to run it. So we're going to click HTML, and I have it set in split view because most people, if you're needing to watch this for the basics, you're going to be most likely building your website in design view. Some of you may decide to go and learn HTML and things like that and do it in code view, so we'll have both open for you. So basically when you first start, you have your little Untitled 3 up here. It'll say Untitled 1 for you. I've done a couple pages already. So to save this file, before we do anything else, what you need to do is come up here to File and come down to Save or Save As. Now, you do not have to click Save As for the first time. If this is the first time you're saving the file, you can simply click Save, and it will bring up the Save As dialog box to allow you to name the file. Now, in the future when you click Save, if the file has already been named and saved to a location on your hard drive, then it will just automatically save without bringing up this dialog box, and you won't have to worry about it. So what I'm going to do is tell you guys a quick little keyboard shortcut, which is Control S, and it'll bring up the Save As dialog the first time that you're saving this file, and we're going to name this index. Now, you don't have to name the extension on the file, because when you create the new template or the blank file in Dreamweaver, it automatically knows what language you're doing this in because you clicked HTML or PHP or whatever. So just name it index and hit enter. And obviously you can navigate to wherever you want to save that file on your computer. I just chose documents. Or no, actually I put it in another web folder. So what we're going to do is we're going to set our title really quick. Now the title is basically when you see tabs on the internet like this, that'll be your title. So when you open up Firefox, it'll say, Google or AOL up at the top. That's where your title is, so we'll call this test page. We're going to put in some text here real quick. And the reason you can't see anything over here is because a title is not in the body, and the design view shows only what code is in the body. So in our body section, we're going to put a heading tag, and don't worry about these tags right now. We'll go in more depth and cover those later on of exactly what they are and what they do. So we're going to call this test page for PBS web design. Alright, and you see this little asterisk up here? That means my file has had changes made to it but has not been saved yet. So to simply save it, go up to File, Save, or Control S. I'm going to go Control S. And now you can see when we click over here, just left click on the white space, and you'll see our new header come up. We can also put in a paragraph here. Alright, and we're going to just put some lorem text in there. Okay, and what this is just basically filler text. Use it a lot on websites to kind of fill in gaps and spaces to get a general idea of how it's going to look when you actually have text and content inside of that area. So we'll Control S to save it, click over here, and you can see it comes up. Now, that's how you create a file, that's how you save a file. To create a file when you're already in this view right here where you already have one file open and you don't have that start screen that you had, you come up here to File and hit New or Control N, and then it'll automatically put you at HTML None, which will automatically create a new file for you just like we did when we first started. Okay? So we covered the basics there. Let's talk about how to actually view the file really quick. Um, when you go and navigate, when you actually have a website built up here under the files, when you click on a page, you'll be able to see different things right here, preview and browser. Now Firefox is F12, Internet Explorer you got to click. I'm going to view this page here in Firefox by clicking my F12 key. And it'll bring up Firefox here in just a second. It's going to show you the same thing the design view shows you right now. So as you can see here, this is our title right here, up here at the top, and then we have our header and our paragraph text. Okay? So now let's talk a little bit about opening the files. That's the last thing we'll cover here in this short little video. To open a file, just simply click Open, navigate to wherever you have that file saved on your computer. So say, like ours is under document or under computer, it's under a couple different folders here. Don't worry about any of this. But say we want to open up this test MySQL page right here. Just click it and then click Open. And then here's a little PHP code to open up a database there for MySQL. Don't worry about any of that. But that's how you open a file in Dreamweaver. You can also, like I said, do the Control-O button. It'll open up the same dialog here, and you choose the file you want to open up. Alright guys, that about covers the basics of how to create a new file, open a file, save a file, view the file. We'll cover more in depth of the HTML and design view. We'll also go more into different features of Dreamweaver in later videos. Like I said, this is just the first in a series of tutorials that I'll be doing. So stay tuned and stick with it, and you guys will get this down in no time.